Hi, it's Bill with Chicagoland Baseball Academy. We analyze the professional baseball swing, and we see that they all go back before they go forward. They all load up. When their front foot lands, nobody keeps their weight back. They get into a good athletic position, they keep their hands back, and they keep the bat back. Next, we're going to look at what happens when they make contact with the ball and the follow-through. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the upper body, specifically arms and hands. Now, some popular terminology is letting the ball get deep, keeping your hands inside the baseball. And what that means, what that looks like is basically this. A couple things to look at here. Top hand, palm facing up, bottom hand, palm facing down. Also, you don't extend your arms and roll your wrists until after you make contact with the pitch. There are a lot of reasons why it's important to let the ball get deep and keep your hands inside the baseball. Maybe the best reason is the barrel of the bat is going to travel through the strike zone for a long time. And what I mean is, by keeping your hands inside the baseball, the barrel of the bat is going to be traveling through the strike zone for a considerable period of time. So if you're not keeping your hands inside the baseball, it's called casting. And what that looks like is this. And if you're hitting this way, you don't have a lot of room for error. And it's going to be real hard to hit curveballs, changeups, or any off-speed pitches. If you've ever seen the professionals take batting practice, you've noticed all they do is hit the ball the other way. And this is why. They're practicing on letting the ball get deep, keeping their hands inside the baseball. Derek Jeter, everybody's seen Derek Jeter take an inside pitch and hit it the other way. The reason Derek Jeter is one of the greatest hitters of all time is because he does an excellent job of keeping his hands inside the baseball and letting it get deep. The pictures reinforce everything we were talking about. Letting the ball get deep when they make contact, bent arms, top hand palm up, bottom hand palm down. The one thing we didn't mention earlier is what stops you from moving forward. We talk a lot about having creating a lot of momentum, loading up your swing back, and then going forward. And what stops you from moving forward is locking out that front leg, and that's extremely important. Last video here, looking at all-time leader in hits, and same thing, letting the ball get there, and you don't extend those arms. You can see his wrists roll immediately after he makes contact with the ball. The next thing we're going to talk about is the lower half of the body, specifically the back foot. And this is one of the biggest misconceptions in hitting. The term that I'm most familiar with is squish the bug. And basically what squish the bug means is a hitter, when they swing, their back foot is just going to turn in place and stay where it is. For example, just kind of turn, just like that. So, squish the bug. And with the benefit of all this technology today, we can actually see that nobody squishes the bug. And what happens is they either, at the very least, they turn over on their back foot. And I would say 5, maybe 10% of players do that. The vast majority of players actually gain ground. And some of them, a lot of them, are actually off, their back foot comes off the ground. So nobody squishes the bug. And when I say nobody, we always want to think in terms of common sense. So, for example, if a hitter has a 2-strike count and they're basically playing defense against the pitcher, that you might see a hitter squish the bug in that situation. Or if they get fooled with an off-speed pitch, then it might happen. But if they're putting a real nice swing on the ball, they're not going to squish the bug. Squish the bug. Nobody does it. And remember, we're looking at their back foot, and they all come forward. And a lot of them, you're going to see we're going to get a good clip right here. His back foot comes off the ground and moves forward. Look at that. We're going to look at Hanley Ramirez next, and this is just, I mean, you think Hanley Ramirez swings hard. I mean, I think this video is just unbelievable. I mean, look at this. Wow. Mickey, too, one of the all-time great power hitters. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, he gains about a foot. We're going to see him bat left-handed here, too, in a second. All right, last couple guys. We're going to see a few swings on Harper here, but you can see even when it's not in slow motion how much ground he gains. And then we got a great clip here. He actually gains ground taking the pitch. I mean, look at that. Again, these guys swing incredibly hard. And last guy here, we got Puig. Same thing.